Welcome back to Car Future Wheels, the place where tomorrow's cars meet today's obsession. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting and enduring icons of driving joy, the all-new 2026 Mazda MX-5 Miata. The Miata has always been about lightweight fun, rear-wheel drive dynamics, and open-top thrills. But in 2026, Mazda's roadster legend takes another leap forward with a refined design, enhanced tech, and a continued commitment to purest performance. Let's start by taking a look at the exterior of the new Miata, and trust me, it grabs your attention right away. The 2026 model keeps the unmistakable Miata silhouette, but it has evolved with more sculpted lines and aerodynamic refinements. At the front, you'll notice a sharper, more aggressive stance. The grille has been subtly reshaped into a wider, slightly lower form, giving the car a sportier, more grounded look. Sleek, adaptive LED headlights wrap elegantly into the fenders, and they now feature a more angular signature lighting pattern that feels both modern and aggressive. Small air intakes beneath the headlights help manage airflow and cooling, but they're also cleverly integrated into the design without disturbing the car's smooth, clean fascia. Along the sides, the 2026 MX-5 Miata remains compact and minimalist in its dimensions, staying true to its less is more philosophy. The proportions are tight, with an elongated hood and a short rear deck that visually emphasize the rear-wheel drive layout. But this year, Mazda introduces subtle surfacing changes. There's a more pronounced character line that runs from the front fender, gently rising toward the rear wheel arch, adding a sense of motion even when the car is parked. The wheel arches are slightly more flared than before, housing brand new 17 or optional 18-inch forged alloy wheels with a lightweight design that both reduces unsprung mass and looks fantastic in motion. The side mirrors are now sleeker, body-colored, and slightly repositioned to reduce wind noise at speed. And for those who appreciate color options, Mazda introduces two new exterior finishes, Solar Flame Red and Aero Blue Pearl, both of which use their updated Tittle Uri paint technology for deeper, more reflective finishes. At the rear, the Miata's design stays true to its roots but gets some exciting tweaks. The taillights are slimmer, with a more horizontal layout, incorporating new LED elements that resemble a brushstroke paying tribute to Mazda's Kodo design language. A revised rear bumper with a more defined lower diffuser subtly enhances downforce without making the car look overdone. The dual exhaust tips remain, but they're now finished in a dark chrome and spaced slightly wider apart to give the car a more athletic, planted rear end. Overall, Mazda has done a masterful job of evolving the Miata's styling without compromising its essence. Compact, elegant, and ready to play. Step inside, you'll find that the interior of the 2026 Miata is just as focused as its exterior. It's a driver-centric cockpit that puts you at the center of everything, both literally and figuratively. The cabin hasn't grown in size, but it feels more refined and premium than ever before. Materials have seen a significant upgrade. Soft-touch suede-like materials now line the dashboard and door panels, while the seats come wrapped in a new, breathable synthetic leather called Mazda Evo, with contrast stitching that reflects the exterior color choice. The 7-inch infotainment screen has been replaced with a floating 8.8-inch display that's now touch-capable when the car is stationary, while still retaining the rotary controller for use while driving. The system is powered by Mazda's latest infotainment interface, which supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and includes a new, more intuitive voice assistant. The digital gauge cluster is partially configurable now, with a center-mounted tachometer still taking pride of place, but flanked by an updated screen that shows real-time performance metrics, navigation prompts, or media info. Seating remains snug, as expected in a Miata, but the ergonomics are exceptional. The seatbacks have been reshaped to provide better lateral support, and Mazda has slightly lowered the seating position for a more immersive driving feel. Even the steering wheel has been upgraded with a new flat-bottom design and better tactile controls for the driver's convenience. Climate control knobs are still physical, thankfully retaining a satisfying mechanical click when adjusted. Small touches like metal pedal covers, laser-etched speaker grills from the optional Bose audio system, and a frameless rear-view mirror onto the upscale but sporty atmosphere. Let's talk performance here, because this is where the 2026 Miata continues to shine. Under the hood, it still features the naturally aspirated 2.0-liter Skyactiv G inline-4 engine, but it's been fine-tuned for a slightly higher output. Now producing 187 horsepower and 151 pounds-feet of torque, The engine revs more freely thanks to updated valve timing and a new lightweight flywheel. While these numbers may not sound monstrous, keep in mind the 2026 MX-5 has dropped about 30 pounds thanks to wider use of aluminum in the suspension and subframe components. This car isn't about raw speed, it's about engagement. The 6-speed manual transmission remains, and it's better than ever. The shift throws are short, precise, and satisfyingly mechanical. For those who prefer automatics, Mazda has improved the available 6-speed automatic with quicker shifts and new adaptive learning logic. However, the manual is still the enthusiast's choice, and Mazda knows it. They've refined the clutch pedal feel and retuned the throttle mapping to match. The chassis is still one of the best in the business. With near-perfect 50-50 weight distribution, the Miata dances through corners with an agility that few cars can match at any price. New for 2026 is a revised electric power steering system that provides more feedback and natural weighting, as well as a stiffer rear anti-roll bar and subtly retuned Bilstein dampers in the club trim. These changes might sound minor on paper, but on a winding road, they add up to a car that feels more alive, more communicative, and even more rewarding to drive. Mazda has also worked on improving daily livability. Ride quality has been slightly softened for non-club trims, making the car more comfortable during commutes. Wind insulation is improved thanks to better sealing around the soft top, and Mazda's engineers claim cabin noise is reduced by up to 15% when cruising at highway speeds with the top up. Now let's talk pricing. The 2026 MX-5 Miata starts at around $30,900 for the base sport trim, which includes manual transmission, LED lighting, and the new infotainment setup. Step up to the club trim for about $34,500 and you'll get the upgraded Bilstein suspension, limited slip differential, sportier exterior accents, and the Bose sound system. The top-tier Grand Touring trim starts at roughly $36,900 and adds luxury touches like navigation, leather seating, automatic climate control, and adaptive headlights. The RF hardtop version remains available for those who prefer a more coupe-like experience, with a premium of about $2,000 over the soft top. Considering inflation and the upgrades, Mazda has managed to keep pricing within reach for its target audience, preserving the Miata's role as an affordable sports car that punches far above its weight. In terms of safety and tech, Mazda has also stepped things up slightly. Standard driver assist features now include blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, lane departure warning, and adaptive cruise control. The car won't drive itself, and that's by design. This is a machine meant to be driven. But for those longer highway stretches, these systems are welcome additions. As we wrap up this in-depth review, it's clear that Mazda has struck a delicate but successful balance with the 2026 MX-5 Miata. It hasn't abandoned the purist roots that made it an icon. Instead, it's refined them and made them more usable, more modern, and more polished without diluting what matters most. It's still a featherweight, rear-wheel drive roadster with a free-revving engine, a manual gearbox, and enough charisma to make even a drive to the grocery store feel like a backroad blast. For anyone who believes that driving should be fun, personal, and engaging, the 2026 Mazda MX-5 Miata continues to be the go-to choice. Whether you're a longtime fan or someone looking to experience a true driver's car for the first time, this latest Miata delivers on every front and then some. If you enjoyed this deep dive review and want more future-focused car content, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an upload from Car Future Wheels. Let us know in the comments what do you think of the new Miata? Would you daily drive one, or is it your weekend canyon car? We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the future. Thanks for watching.